Hi guys! Guys! I'm live. Who's live? I'm live. She's live. I'm live. We're live. Let's hop in. I'm waiting for my people to come in. So while you guys are doing that, I am going to share this stream out. Welcome to the one person that's in here. I can't wait to talk about this topic today. Jenny Lynn, what's poppin'? How was your Thursday, your pre-weekend? You guys come on in if you guys could share it out. I'd appreciate that. I'm doing great. It's the pre-weekend. And when it's pre-weekend, I'm always gonna be great. How was your week? Welcome in. If you could share me out, I would appreciate that so much. I'm getting all the text messages. I'll tell you guys. Today. Boy, was this a struggle. You guys see I'm sweating? Can you see the sweat? I am sweating. So I apologize if you could hear that loud fan. And I'm going to have to fan for a little while. But this is my third or fourth attempt to go live. Dom! Hi! So, this is my third or fourth attempt to go live. I'll tell y'all what happened. What's poppin', Dom? How are you doing today? So, I'll tell you guys what happened. What had happened was, I put on watching a 3-minute ad. Be there in a bit. Okay. So, what had happened was, I started off with my tablet. Tablet started buffering right away. I was like, okay, forget the tablet. Cut that off. Ooh, you can see I'm sweating. Then I went to my tablet. No, what did I start off? Yeah, I started off with my tablet. Then I went to my laptop. Guess what? My laptop was not charged. 3%. So I had to cut that off. And now I am here at my third and final attempt. So I'm here now on my phone. I do it because I love y'all. Because I wanted to give up today instead of going live. But I said, no, I'm going to push forward. I'm going to move forward because I got to see my people. I want to see how you guys are doing. I too have struggles. This YouTube ain't easy for us out here. Well, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, you guys can see I'm sweating. You can see the glow. So I worked hard for y'all. I wanted to give up after the second time, but I said I'm going to try one more time and see if this one works. Hey, Tom, what's up? So, you probably didn't hear anything I was just saying. It's my third attempt to go live, so I may be a minute or two late. But thank you, JT. So, you're going, what am I happy? Nothing. I've been working hard. That's what the glow is about. The glow is about me working hard. It's my third or fourth time. I'm not glowing, Dom. I'm sweating. Do it for the live, right? Take one for the team, right? So, anyways, take one for the team. So I'm here. I'm fanning. I got my grandma fan. I got one of my church fans. I had to take out. I'm dying. So I got the fan going. I have the fan blowing on me. I'm fanning. I got the air conditioner on 60. My whole family is like, what is going on with you? I was like, it's hot. But anyways, my peoples, how is everybody doing on this Thursday? Thanks for coming to my live stream. I push forward, right guys? Aren't you guys proud of me? You know, guys know. My real ones, my day ones, who's been with me for a while. know that before. Remember when my lives used to come cut off every single live stream? Remember that, guys? My day ones know that. So I'm going to start this topic today. So today's topic is maintaining your great. Thank you so much for being here, Jenny and Dom. You guys already know what to do. Check each other out. Watch each other's content. Be a real one. Be a real one. So the topic today is just on my spirit. You know, I sound like my mother right now. It was just on my spirit. It was on my heart to talk about joy today. The lives are wrong for that. Yeah, every single live stream, the ones that's been with me since I probably had 200. Hi, sis. How are you? How art thou on this Thursday? So, Boss Life Online knows. She's one of my day ones. She remembers when my lives used to cut off. Remember, Boss, when every single one of my lives used to buffer? When I say everyone, I mean every live used to buffer. So, I'm feeling your title, interesting topic. Let's talk about it. Boss, you say every single time, yeah. But you gotta keep pushing, keep on pushing. So, yes, hi, Donna. Welcome, guys. How was your Thursday? Welcome. Come on in. Push my thumbs up button. Free. I miss all of my people. How was your day? So today's topic, guys, is having joy despite your circumstance, during your struggle, whatever circumstance that you're in. And when you think about joy, a lot of people do not understand what joy really is. Joy is something that is inside of you. A lot of people, they think that joy comes from other people. No. Joy is an internal quality that you apply to yourself. That no matter what is going on, whatever struggles you're having, whatever stresses, whatever personal, emotional, spiritual thing that you're going through right now, it does not matter. You can have joy. If you love the title, thank you, boss. Despite whatever you're going through, whatever you're going through, and whoever, I should say that too, and whoever you're going through it with, you know, your significant other, your family, the job, or just you personally are dealing with a lot, and sometimes doesn't the load that we have to bear, doesn't it seem unbearable? It just seems too much. It's just too much that, you know, sometimes you may feel your heart beating fast, or you may just snap off at other people, not really on purpose, but it happens, you know, when you're overwhelmed and when you have a lot of stress. You gotta find an outlet. You have to find an outlet to handle your problems. Hey, Scorpion, bro! Thanks for coming in. I was waiting for you to come in, Scorpion. Welcome to the live stream. Everybody in here, welcome, Scorpion. So, yeah, it's hard to have joy in your life when you're struggling, right? What is the first thing that people usually do when they're struggling? Blame somebody else? Give up? Fight? Drink? Take drugs? You know, blame it on their children? No problem, Scorpion. Take drugs? They do whatever, you know. It's a coping mechanism when you're struggling. You're just trying to maintain. You're trying to maintain your peace of mind. You're trying to not let your physical health suffer. Because usually when you're struggling, it shows in your physical appearance. That's why you always see usually people's hair. Mommy and me, welcome. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing great. So, when you're struggling, right? When you're struggling, doesn't it show up in your physical appearance? You know, you either see people, their face sinks in or their face gets round. So either you start losing that weight, you start gaining weight. So one of the first things that we have to do when we're struggling is to remember to love ourselves despite the struggle, despite the pain, despite whatever it is that you're going through. You have to take care of yourself still. I see so much people in their struggle, they stop showing love to themselves. They stop taking care of their skin. You know, they just throw, what, as my mom would say, it's a Caribbean saying, they throw themselves up. They throw themselves away, you know. They just look horrid, just horrid. And they stop loving themselves. And that's one of the worst things that you can do, because when you're struggling, this is the time where you need to be loving yourself even more. You need to be pouring that love into yourself. And you may not be able to handle the external struggle or the physical. Marquita! Hi! Welcome! Happy Thursday! Thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well. So, yes, you got to pour that love into yourself. And I feel like I'll be honest, I'll be 100% real. When I was really struggling a few years ago, I stopped. When I say I stopped, I mean I stopped. I stopped doing so many good things for myself. And I feel like this is so true. I was speaking with my mother about this a few days ago. Yeah, amen. Mommy and me, I'm doing pretty good. Still at work, almost off. I'm happy. Okay, you guys keep talking with one another. But yeah, when I was going through my hard time, when I was really struggling, you know, in so many aspects, so many aspects of my life. I was suffering spiritually, I was suffering emotionally, I was suffering, you know, physically, you know, the whole dynamic. I was really going through it. And I feel like one of the main things that you do is you give up on yourself. You stop showing. Isn't it apparent when you can see people who take care of themselves and love themselves, you know, just by their outer appearance, you know? How does their hair look? Are they, you're in the bushes? Okay, King Art, welcome. Oh, all you do is I just threw myself away. That's just the skinny on it. And that's not a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to throw yourself away. It's not good to stop loving yourself, because this is the time where we need to, thanks for my thumbs up, guys. I appreciate all my likes. You know, this is the time where you really need to be giving yourself some love and taking care of yourself and pouring that love into yourself. And one of the questions that I have got before on my email, when people email me in questions, how do you love yourself when you're struggling? That's a good one. When you're struggling, how do you love yourself? You know, how do you love yourself, first of all? One of the first things that you can do is to remember where you have come from and remember where you are right now. I think a lot of times when you're struggling, you kind of have that perspective that, okay, I'm in this right now, and this is going to stay this way, like it's a permanent situation. And that's not always the case. You got to put things in perspective and realize that some things are just momentary. Momentary. It's just for a moment. Sometimes you just got to struggle. Yes, look back on your life, see how far you've come. It may not happen immediately, but you will come out of it. Right. And I feel like for me, I started to feel sorry for myself. I think that was my first problem. I started feeling sorry for myself. You know, that whole, woe is me. Nobody has problems like me. I'm the only one struggling. You kind of internalize it. When, that's exactly what the devil wants. That's exactly what the devil wants. He wants us to put ourselves down, to think that we are less than what we are. And that's not true in the least. You are worth everything good. You have so much value. But when you're struggling, you're just trying to maintain, especially when you're struggling financially, you don't know where your next meal is going to come from. You don't know how you're going to pay those bills. And you just kind of give up. You kind of have to take some time and pause, focus back on yourself, and realize that this too shall pass. But you got to put it up in your mind and have that positive thoughts about yourself. Remember that you went through a struggle before in the past, and then think about right now where you are. Remember where you were, and now think about where you are now. Didn't you go through a hard time before? You got through that. And sometimes that's the kind of perspective that you need to give to yourself. You have to give yourself that perspective that I went through a hard time. And I remember when I went through that hard time, I did get through that. So you got to have a positive attitude. You got to have a positive mindset, a positive thinking, and realize that though you struggled at that time, and though you may be struggling right now, nothing can stop your joy. Now, what do I mean by nothing can stop your joy? I mean that it's inside of you. Living your best life. Are you struggling or good? I'm so very sorry. Prayers to you, fam. Well, I'll be honest with you, Scorpion. I have my days. I have my days where I struggle. I have my days where I struggle. I'm not always the smiley, happy, positive person that you guys see. I have my days where I struggle, and I just feel like I can't maintain. I feel like I'm not going to make it through. I'm human. I have problems, just like you guys. But what I learned, that's right, you should never stop your joy. Yeah, King Art, that's true. And that's what I had to learn. I feel like that's one of the things that most people, where they hit that roadblock. They hit that roadblock when they feel like their problems overcome them. And then they allow those problems to suck that joy out of their life. No matter what it is that you're handling, no matter what it is that you're going through, remember to maintain your smile. You have to show yourself that, I'm really strong, I'm doing what it would break some people, it would break them, Just like you guys, I've been through some things, you guys have no idea. Some of the things that I have been through that would put most people in the ground, they wouldn't be living. And that's the same thing for you. Whenever you go through a struggle or you're going through a struggle, you can talk to somebody else. Just keep sticking in there, my sister. Love you much, and definitely we keep praying for you. Thank you, Scorpion. So that's what helped me, and it continues to help me to maintain my joy, is remembering, nothing should stop you from being joyous when we have a Heavenly Father. Yeah, nothing can stop you from maintaining your joy, but when you're struggling, when you're struggling and you hit that roadblock and you know how you feel like you have this heavy weight on your shoulders and on your back, and you just feel like it's too much. You guys feel me? You guys know what I mean? Have you ever been through that, or you're going through that right now, when you feel like it's just too much? It's just too much. It's just too much of a burden. It's just so much pain. It's just too much. And you don't know how you're going to maintain. You don't know how you're going to get through it. You can. You have to keep your outlook positive. That's what's going to keep you going. You have to keep your outlook positive. And another thing that will definitely help you to maintain your joy when you're struggling is, who's your support system? Who are you listening to? Yes, never let it stop your joy. Who is your support system? I've been there. Really, Donna? Who is your support system? Who are the people that you're listening to? Are they feeding and nourishing your soul with positive vibes and a positive outlook, you know, telling you that the glass is half full instead of half empty? All of those things contribute to your joy. If you don't have people in your life telling you that you can make it through, that you are a successful person, that you can maintain your joy, that you're going to make it through. Hey, ATL Shawty, welcome to my live. Thanks for being here. How are you doing? If you don't have people in your life that will embrace you, that will listen to you, that will encourage you, that will strengthen you, guys, listen. You're not going to be able to maintain if you prayer and be only around positive people. I know that's right, Donna. Flower Glamorous! Hi! Welcome to everybody who's in this live stream. So yeah, that's what I had to do. You know, I'll tell you guys something. And I have to be careful about what I say because I don't want it to come back and bite me. Hi, Amante. Welcome. Hey, Samantha. No, I don't speak Portuguese, Amante. I had to cut some people off because I have to tell you guys, I love my family, but there are some family members. Do I have to say any more? There are some family members that will do everything that they can. They will suck you bone dry. They will take. They never will give to you. They will never nourish you. They will never check on you. It's always just about them. And it is not about them. Sometimes you just need somebody to just say, just stop talking about yourself right now. I called you because I need you. This is, you know, that's what a conversation is. Sometimes I talk. Sometimes you listen. You know, sometimes I talk. And other times you listen. You know what I mean, guys? It is sad. I'm missing some of the chat. Hold on, guys. The Bible says there is no temptation can take you, but God with temptation will allow you to escape it. Yes, definitely. I believe that 100%, King Art. Yes, it is sad, Flower Glamorous. Living your best life. Are you going to be on for a while? Yes, I am, Scorpion. So, I'll tell you guys, you know, and I do this very carefully because I'm thinking about my longevity with YouTube, and I know that people in the family, you know, they may watch this live stream, so I'm being very careful, so I don't want to step on toes, I don't want to hurt feelings, you guys know what I mean. So, there are some people There are some people in the family that you can not only be a person to receive. Hi Naomi, welcome. You cannot be a person only that receives. They are people that only take, 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 take. Until you have to put up a stop sign and be like, hey, hey there. Yeah. That's part of loving yourself too, guys, that you have to learn to say no to people. You have to learn to say no. And Rochelle, hi, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? Listen, guys, it's a hard lesson. Miss Kina, welcome. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. I had to realize that, guys, you know, I love my family. I love every single person in my family. But listen, guys, if you guys have some family members out there that are just the people who just want to take, remember yourself. Remember yourself. You are right. No is a good word sometimes. Yeah. And that's something that I had to learn. Some people, they don't have a problem with the no, but I did. I feel like sometimes, you know, me being an empath, I'm a person that, you know, I really care about other people. And I feel like sometimes that you get stomped on, you know, your feelings. You get taken for a ride. Hey, spiritual refugees, welcome. I feel like you get taken for a ride. On my phone, had to go out. No problem. Boss Life Online. Yeah, I feel like sometimes family is a good thing, and then other times that you have to keep it in check. You got to keep family members in check, and remember yourself in the process. Remember to not just give 100% of yourself to family members. You can't give 100%. That you have to be on the receiving end. You gotta receive. You gotta, like, what's for me? It's not selfish. What's in it for me? You know, people have to meet you halfway. They have to meet you halfway. It's fine to do things for others, but you gotta think about yourself too. You gotta pour some of that love into yourself, and remember that you need to receive too. You need to get. You need to be considered. You need to get phone calls. You need to get text messages. You deserve gifts and to be taken out and things bought for you. You know, you can't give. You know, you can't always be the person that has to give. You can't always be the person that has to give. Yes, you have to check a person, and sometimes guys, sometimes you gotta cut those people out your life. Real talk. A lot of people don't want to go there, but sometimes you gotta cut out your life. You gotta cut them, because if you don't cut the rope, the string, whatever, the umbilical cord, whatever it is that you want to call it, you're not going to save yourself. You're going to take your own self down. Yeah, it's so hard. And one situation in my family, I had to, yeah, it is hard. You have to cut some people loose out of your life, because that's also part of loving yourself in the process too. You can't always do things for others. Sometimes you have to let people do things their way. Sometimes you got to let some people fail sometimes, or knock their head against the wall, or make mistakes. And I'm a person that I hate to see people make mistakes. I absolutely hate it. I am definitely a person that when I ride for you, listen, anybody who knows me knows this. When I ride for you, when I'm there for you, oh, thank you for being here, Samantha. Have a good day. Hi, Wood Outdoors. Welcome. I'm telling you guys, when I ride for somebody, boy, I ride for you. I want you to succeed. But in the process, too, I can't always give everything I have I can't give all my emotional. I'm doing great with outdoors. Um, I can't always give all my emotional, my physical. I need somebody to uplift me in prayer too. I need someone to uplift me in prayer and to check on me or call me or say, hey, I made this meal for you, or I'm going to take you out, or I'm going to do this for you. You know, that's another part of that is me. I give 100%. I know. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you, Flower Glamorous. Yeah, and I feel like, I'm not saying no shade to the men, no shade, but I feel like a lot of times women give too much. I feel like that you gotta learn a balance when it comes to what you do for others, and then also you gotta think about what you give to yourself. How are you measuring up? Is it balanced? You know, is it teeter-tottering? How are you doing? You know, sometimes I gotta check in on myself. I have like a little journal, and I check in on myself. And you gotta say, when's the last time I did this for myself? When's the last time I did that for myself? When's the last time somebody did something for me? And what did they do for me? And why did they do it for me? Was it just so that I could do something back for them, or was it just a loving gesture? You guys gotta check on those things. And that's part of handling your stress level. Yes, amen. We women do. That's part of handling your stress, dealing with life. I don't know why, but I feel like for us women, it's so hard for women to delegate, to let things go and let somebody else handle it. And trust me, it's going to be okay, ladies. It will be okay. Let somebody else handle some things. That will help you to handle your stress better. It will, I promise you. I feel like a lot of times that I have a problem letting somebody do something that I know that I can do. I don't know why, but that's part of loving yourself too, is let somebody else do something for you. And when they do it, don't nitpick, don't complain how they do it. Just let somebody just do things their way. Let go of some of that control. Let go of some of that control. Let somebody do something nice for you. Let somebody care about you and do something sweet for you. And however they do it, let them do it. Don't complain, because you know we don't want to be those type of women. You're the same way. Why is it? I don't know why, but for me it is so hard for me to delegate things to other people, because I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I like things the way I like them. And sometimes I don't feel like people do it up to my standard, up to my level. But you gotta release some of that control. Let somebody else handle it. Trust me, it's gonna be okay. And your standard is part of them showing love to you. That's my ex. She always complained. Oh Lord. Yeah. We have got to learn to, in the process of loving ourselves, we got to allow somebody else to do something kind for us. And when somebody does something kind for you, don't complain. Yeah, when I did something for her, yeah, don't do that. When a person is doing something from their heart, allow them to do it their way. And then when they do something for you, show appreciation. Show some gratitude. You know, that's when people are going to want to continue to say, oh, I did this for them and they were so appreciative. But if somebody tries to meet you halfway and do something nice for you, and then you're like, oh, I don't even like that. That's not my favorite kind of this. Or why did they do it that way? That's why people will do something for you if you're going to be a complainer. Humble yourself. Have a humble spirit. Delegate it. Release it. Let go of that control. Let go. I'm like, listen, I have to talk to myself sometimes and be like, sis, It's okay. It's okay. Let them do it for you. Let them do it for you. Let them do something nice for you. So that's part of maintaining, having joy in your life too. Because when you feel overwhelmed, guess what? It's because you're doing too much, right? This goes for the guys too. I know there's so many guys out there, and their fathers, brothers, husbands, so many things. Their uncles, their grandfathers, co-workers, we have to show appreciation for each other. And I really don't see that a lot here on YouTube. I don't see a lot of encouragement. Like, I try to be that type of person, to be an encourager. When I see somebody, I be like, wow. When I see, especially when I see somebody improve on something, like, I'm like, wow, sis, your lighting got good, or I like the quality now of your camera. Be an encourager, because when you do things with a pure heart, and whatever you put out there, I believe that 100%, what you put out there is what you're going to receive back. So you can't expect to receive and for good things to happen to you if you're a person who only wants to receive, or you only want to talk about other people. That's another reason why a lot of people are so stressed out. They're so busy with their nose. They got their nose where it doesn't belong. You're so worried and focused on other people and what other people are doing. And you need to start focusing back on yourself and working on your own self. Each one of us has so many things that, we're all so imperfect. We're all so human. But isn't it so much easier to talk about other people? We love to talk about other people. And say what somebody isn't doing. But I feel like it's so much nicer to be an encourager, to encourage somebody else, to reach out, to give somebody some inspiration, to motivate somebody, to be that listening ear that somebody else needs. I feel like if more people would be an encourager, a motivator, and say, I'm here to listen to you, can I do something for you? I feel like more people would want to reach back and give that back. Say, well, I remember when I was going through that hard time, or when they said this, that really changed my whole day, or that encouraged me. I feel like I wish more people would be that kind of way, but I know most out there aren't that way. Most people aren't naturally encouragers. Well, I wasn't either. I'll just put it out there like that. I didn't grow up that way. I didn't grow up in a family atmosphere that I was encouraged, and I was taught that, I had potential. Potential? What is that? What is potential? And telling somebody that they're a blessing and they're a gift and they can make it through, and to be positive and to stay encouraged. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. Calvin! Roski, you're late. You're late. You're late. You're late, bro. You're late. I'm just kidding with you, bro. How are you doing? Welcome in. It is Senior's Thursday evening show. Living your best life / she reviews everything. You got jokes, huh? Oh, you just got off your second job? Bro, keep on grinding, bro. Stay encouraged. I got a lot of respect for the ladies and the guys out there that's trying to do their thing, maintain their self, take care of their family. You have to respect one another. And I have a lot of respect for people who are trying to do their thing. So everybody out there who's watching now live or watching on the replay, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Because each one of us is handling something. Isn't it true? Each and every one of us is handling a struggle, a burden, something that nobody else knows about probably but you and God. And I just want to give you some encouragement. Stay encouraged. Keep your head up. Raymond, what's up, bro? Welcome into the live stream. How was your Thursday? What's poppin'? So, I feel like it's so much better to be that encouraging light source to other people. Everybody who doesn't know, I believe 100% in light. You know, I believe 100% in light. Whatever, yes, what's poppin'. I believe 100% in light. I used to. I'll tell you guys something. Just a little bit of a story time. This has been a rough week for me. I am complaint free. That's what I'm talking about. Keep on grinding, bro. You know, when you have those hard weeks when you feel just like putting the covers over your head and hoping that the sun won't come up. Yeah, I've had those days too. Let me tell y'all a little story time. So, about 3.5 years ago. No, brother, I hit the wrong key. I must have missed something. I missed that, King Art. So, well, first of all, I just went through a really bad breakup. I'll start off with that. Yes, King Art, I've been in your life too much. Now I start doing story time on my lives. So, I just got through really bad breakup. This was about 3.5 years. No, this was, what? Why am I saying 3.5 years? This was about 10 years ago. Okay, so about 10 years ago, I went through a really bad breakup. And I went through a major depression. And I came home to live with my mom. And I was just in the bed. I wasn't working at the time. And just depressed, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Looking at the wall, staying in your pajamas all day. Crying, feeling hopeless. Licking my own wounds. Licking my wounds. You guys know what I'm talking about. Licking my own wounds. How that, you know, crying all day. Nobody has these struggles but me. It was not funny then. And I felt like nobody had as much pain and heartache as me. And I felt like I didn't have a reason. Like, why am I here? And I was pleading to God. I was like, why am I here? Why are you making me live, you know? I feel like I have no purpose. What is my purpose in this life, you know? My purpose was, I felt, it was supposed to be with that person. And we were supposed to be together. Get married. Right? And that didn't work out. And I was like, so what am I? What is the plan now? What do you have for me? And I said something wrong in that minute. I was talking with Mom. And I said, Mom, he was my everything. Uh-oh. First mistake. Yeah, to teach others how to come through. Right, Rochelle? And I said to my mom, I said, Mom, he was my everything. And my mom said, girl, no wonder you're struggling. Never put anybody above a place that only God has. That's the place only for you and God, and nobody should step into that place. And I feel like that's a valuable lesson that I learned in my life. Never let anybody step into a place that belongs to you and you only. Your relationship with God, nobody cannot touch that. Nobody should penetrate it. No matter what anybody else is doing on the outside, it's you and Him. No matter what they're doing, however crazy that they're acting, nothing can stop that. And that's something that I had to learn. I was putting all my eggs in a basket expecting for that to work. And then what happens? What happens when that doesn't work out? Now who are you? Now what are you because that didn't work? Are you any less of a person? That's what I felt. I felt like I was the one that had caused this problem. I was the one. I started, I'm back, had a phone call. No problem, Donna. I felt like I was the one. I was like, well, so what's wrong with me? You know, you start doubting yourself, feeling that you're inferior in some way. Yes, I know, King Art. I know that now, but I did not know that then. And I feel like I went through that 100%. Bozo, little tired Rochelle, just got off my second job early. Well, thank you for being here, Calvin. Yeah, so I learned a valuable lesson. So I always try to pay that forward and give that to somebody else that may be going through the same struggle right now. Don't put all your faith and hopes and dreams into a person, because if that person either passes away or they're out, who are you? You have to have your own separate relationship and love with yourself that nobody can trade. That love belongs to you and you alone. That whether you're with a person or you're not with that person, you got to be complete. You got to be a whole man or you got to be a whole woman first before you try to get with somebody else. Lesson learned. I was like, I said, God, you ain't got to teach me twice. God, you ain't got to, you got to teach me twice. So that was my lesson to Joy. Rochelle, love your channel. Keep pushing and smiling, sis. Yes, Rochelle is wonderful. So I don't know who that was. I don't know who that story time was for somebody now or somebody on the replay. Whatever it is that you're going through, don't put your trust in all your faith and hopes and dreams in another person. Because if that person with them, what happens when they're no longer around? Who are you without them? You got to be your whole own person. You got to be a whole complete man or a whole complete woman. I'm buffering? Am I buffering, guys? I'm sorry. You got to be a whole man or a whole woman of who you're with, regardless. And I just want to give that encouragement to somebody, whoever is struggling. Someone just got out of a relationship and you feel like, now who am I? Yeah, Boss Life Online is awesome, spiritual refugees. Whoever is going through a hard time right now and they feel like, you know, like, who am I? Like, what is my life right now? Like, what am I doing? You'll be okay. You're going to get through it. You're going to maintain. You're going to come into your own. That light is going to come on. You know, when you turn on that light in your life, there's nothing that can stop or block your joy. Nothing can stop or block your joy when you realize that. I feel like that's where I had my aha moment. I feel like that's when I had my aha moment, when I was like, why are you holding back your life? Why are you stopping from doing the things that you want to do? And I see so many people doing that in their life, that they only want to do certain things in their life when they're with somebody. Regardless of if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, don't let things stop your goal. Don't stop doing the things that you enjoy because you're not in a relationship. Don't let, whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, nothing should be able to stop you from your grind, from your goals. If you're with somebody, they should be encouraging you and pushing you towards doing more, towards becoming better, towards being a better man or a better woman. Real talk, facts. So don't let anybody stop your joy, stop your joy. Keep on maintaining, keep strong. I think that's the problem usually with people. You gotta tap into your strength. And I think that's what stops people a lot of times from their joy. That's what stops a lot of people from their joy. And that's sad and unfortunate, but you gotta tap into your joy and know you're strong. You are very strong. And it's all about what you put in your mind. It's about what you think about yourself. If you feel like you're not going to get through a situation, guess what? You won't. You won't. You won't. Because it's all about your perspective, your attitude, how you choose to handle your life. You can go through life miserable, mean, dissatisfied, bitter. But you could also make a life choice to smile more, to be happy. Don't let anyone in your life that is a burden to you. I know that's right, Donna. Real talk and facts. King Art says, I play all of the Mortal Kombat games plus the new one as well. Awesome. So that's what I had to learn, guys. I know that each one of us in our lives that we go through many lessons, like teaching lessons, things that we've learned about ourselves. And it was a learning experience for me, guys. It was a learning experience that I learned to not put a place. Nobody in your life should have a place over you. It should not be superior to yourself. It's not somebody that you should be looking up to. It's only one that you should be looking up to. Only one. You can enjoy someone's companionship. You can enjoy talking with them, spending time with them. We know you love. I love it. Spiritual, my arcade machine. This is wisdom. Oh, thank you, Flower Glamorous. Exactly, Donna, just being real. Yeah, guys, I'm just saying, Calvin, I know you love your Mortal Kombat. You should do, Calvin, you should do a live stream with nothing but dancing. I bet you probably would have 1,000 views within one day. I just missed somebody. I love your words of wisdom. Thank you, Calvin. Okay, Living, I watched the replay of the testing of this great podcast. Okay, have a good night. Okay, thank you, King Art. Yeah, guys, so I just wanted to give you guys that encouragement. I feel like a lot of times people do not encourage one another, and that's sad. Despite my circumstance, no matter what it is. Okay, thank you, King Art. I feel like no matter what you're struggling with, no matter what it is that you're going through in your life, you can always be a source of encouragement to others. I'm so tired of ladies having a man that is a burden to them. They accept it because they don't want to be alone. Oh, listen, Donna, that's a whole topic. That's a whole topic that I want to do a video on. Yes, Jax is my favorite character. I feel like so much people, they put so much focus onto the person that they're with, that they allow themselves to go down the drain, you know? They give themselves up. As my mama said, throw themselves away. So, it's a personal choice. I feel like if you're with the right person is always going to encourage you to do better, to be better. They're going to be looking to encourage you to be a better person, to do things that you enjoy. They're going to be asking you questions. Okay, let's see, you're talking. Yeah, they're going to be asking you, what is it that I can do that is going to encourage you? I feel like that's how you know that you're in a good relationship. If you're with somebody and the talk is always on them, that they want do for me, do for me, do for me, do for me, focus on me, what is for me? Yes, King Art, bless you. Have a good night. And a person that you're with, if you don't have somebody that's encouraging you, doing some things for you, motivating you, and always having your back, like, hey, whatever it is that you need, is there something you need? What can I do that's gonna help you? That's how you know you got a good relationship. That's how you know you got a good person on your team that's riding for you. Not just in a romantic relationship, but in friendships too. If you have somebody in there, they're checking on you and say, hey, what's going on? It's not always, you guys know what I'm talking about, those friendships where you have to do all the talking. You have to do, if you don't call them, they won't call you. If you don't text them, they won't text you. I have friends that live in other countries, and they check on me more than people who live right here. So, like, what could be the excuse? I got people who live in a whole another country checking on me, and you live down the street, or you live 10, 15 minutes away, and you can't check on me? Is that a friend? Gotta do some self-evaluating, right? Stay. Got you in the wrong relationship. Right, Donna? I feel like if you don't have somebody, it doesn't have to, trust me guys, I'm not a gold digger or nothing, but if you can't have somebody who you can say, hey, I can't pay my light bill, and not that you're depending on them, but if you can't have somebody who is going to be there and have your back and say, oh, don't worry, babe, I got you. You know what I mean? If you can't have somebody that can do something for you, do you really have, is that really a good relationship? I know some people have relationships for different reasons. But for me, I'm not a person who technically needs somebody for the financial aspect. My thing is, I gotta have a person who is intellectual. You gotta have some brains behind the looks. I feel like a lot of people, they focus so much on the looks of a person, but then do you have somebody that you can have intellectual conversation with? I want somebody that, when I get to be old and gray, that we can actually talk about things. My mama didn't raise no fool. My daddy didn't raise no fool either. I don't know. I'm talking to somebody, but I feel sorry for the youth, the younger people, where they feel like it's all about the looks. They got this plow, or this, or these muscles. But listen, y'all, looks fade. But who's the person when your looks fade? when you start gaining weight, when you can't do things like you used to, who is the person that is behind the looks? What kind of heart? What do they have the things that you're looking for? A lot of people, that they don't go deep enough. They just go by, oh, that person's so attractive. But what are the levels? People don't like to go deep, but you should go deep. You should go deep because Uh, if you want longevity, you gotta, like, what's behind the person, what's behind us. Because a person could put on whatever it is that you want to call it, put on a show for you, but after a while, it will be revealed who that person is. You know, it doesn't take long. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody right now. But listen, just because somebody says something, see that they're not what they say they are, why are you staying with them? Yes, they put on a false mask. And for me, I personally would rather somebody just say, blah, 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 this is who I am, this is what I want. And then you'd be like, woo, that's a lot. But at least you know you're in the know. But one thing I don't like is when somebody says that they're something and then they are not. I can't get behind a person who's not a real man, because a real man is going to come to you all the way live and be like, hey, this is me. And then they're going to give you some time to take that in and be like, whoa, that's a lot. Can I handle that? Then what's next? A person should never filter who they are just to be with you. That's one thing that, boy, my dad taught me. My dad taught me that. You don't filter yourself. Don't change yourself to make somebody else happy. Because at the end of the day, you have to be happy with your choices and your decisions. And if they don't fit with you, then they don't fit with you, and that's all good. It's fine. But don't try to change just to be with somebody. Don't do that. Just keeping yourself and working on your goals and maintaining your joy and, being positive. A question that I get all the time is, how can you be positive when you don't feel positive? Kind of sometimes when you feel like you're in that dark place in your life, you feel like, how can you be positive when things aren't going right in your life? Kind of hard to do, right? It's about who you're surrounding yourself with. And one of the biggest things is, what do you think about yourself? What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that I can get through this? Or are you telling yourself I can't? Or I won't? Don't do that to yourself. That's a self-sabotage. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up to be miserable and to be joyless. If you keep telling yourself mean things or things that you really don't want in your life, don't tell yourself that you're poor. Because that's what you just told yourself you're poor. I hear people say that all the time. Why are you saying that? You may not have enough money, but you shouldn't be telling yourself you're poor. There's certain things that you should not do. Don't tell yourself you're poor. Don't tell yourself that you're ugly. Don't tell yourself that you're stupid. Don't tell yourself you're inferior, that you can't do things, that you're too old, or you're too whatever. I have too much weight on me. I'm fat. I hear people say that all the time. I'm too fat to do that. Or I'm too, whatever it is. I'm not smart enough. You're the one that said it. So isn't it true that we sabotage ourselves a lot of times? We sabotage ourselves and set ourselves up for failure. And then when somebody else comes along and tells you what you're putting out there in the atmosphere, then you get mad. Like, why are you mad? You set yourself up. So put out those good things, put out those good vibes, and turn up the light in your life. If your life may not be going the way that you want it to go, what is it that you're doing for yourself that you can be successful? Are you putting in the work to be a successful person? Because a lot of people will say, I want to be successful. I want to have lots of joy. But what are you doing to have the kind of life that you want? A lot of people, they envy other people who have the life that they want, but they're not doing anything to get that life. It's like you want a house, but what are you doing to get yourself in the house? Are you saving for a down payment on a house? Are you getting your credit score up higher? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they want things for their life. They want this joy. They want all these things, but they're not putting in the work. They're not putting in what it takes to maintain that joy. And I feel sorry for those people, but don't surround yourself by them. That's another thing that I had to learn. I really had to learn that lesson, that just because you love people in your life doesn't mean you have to hang around them. It doesn't mean that you have to listen to their negative talk. It doesn't mean that you have to believe the things that they say, because people will tell you all the things that you can't and you won't do in your life. But that doesn't mean you got to listen to it. That doesn't mean you have to believe it. Speak that positivity in your life. Only say good things about yourself. Believe in yourself and know that you can do anything that you want to. That you're successful. And you're successful because of X, Y, and Z. A lot of people, they don't embrace their uniqueness. There's nothing wrong with just being yourself. But thank you, Calvin, for still being here. So much people out there are afraid. Short. I miss it. It's cutting off the end part of that, Rochelle. On my phone, all it says I can read is you have to do this every day. Short something for every day. I missed the end part. Yeah, so much people out there, they self-sabotage, you know. They do things to themselves that discourage themselves. And that's so hard. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see people self-sabotage themselves, you know, to say negative things about themselves, to listen to the negative things that so-called family and friends say about them, and then they start believing it and listening to it. You don't have to listen to the negative talk. Actually, get rid of them out of your life. You don't need that in your life. You know, when people leave your life, sometimes it's one of the biggest blessings that you can have in your life. One of the biggest blessings. Sometimes you may feel sad because you may miss that person. But if somebody is not enhancing your life, turning up the lighting in your life, giving you more peace of mind, saying something that will encourage you in many aspects of your life, encourage you spiritually, encourage you emotionally, you know, help you to achieve a goal, you know, they show up even if it's something that they don't believe in. I have so many friends that they do some things and I'm not into it at all. But that's my friend. And that's what brings them joy. And so much people out there, they don't know how to be that kind of friend. They feel like if it's not what I'm into, then I'm not going to support it. So are you really that person's friend? Do you really have good motives? A lot of people out there don't show you who they are. They'll show you that they care about you by their actions. Go by actions of people instead of the talk. Talk is cheap. It's easy to move your lips and say this and that and the other. One other thing. How do they show up in your life? What are they doing? What are the actions behind the words? Are they supportive of you? Are they encouraging to you? What are the kinds of conversations that you have with them? When you talk to that person, do you feel more peace? Do you feel joyous? Do you feel happy? Every time they call, are you like, oh yes, they're calling me? Or are you like, block the call, let it go to voicemail, you may want to reconsider those type of people in your life. Those are the kind of toxic people that they're around your life just enough to know your business, to get in your business, to tell you what you should be doing, but they themselves are not doing anything. So much people out there like that, and don't worry about what other people are saying and doing. Turn your focus back on yourself. Encourage yourself. Turn up your light in your life. And I say this to so many people, my friends, my girlfriends, people that I love. If somebody is not allowing you to put a smile on your face, to give you peace of mind, to motivate you, to encourage you, that prays for you, what are you doing with them in your life? Get them out. Stop answering that phone call. Stop doing things for people to do it for them. Don't do something for somebody and then complain about it. Either you do it 100% or don't do it at all. Do things from your heart. Yes, prayer works. Lost Life Online. Be a man or a woman of action. Be a real one, And love people, but love them because you really love them, And also, don't let anybody use you. Don't let anybody use you. Take advantage of you. Treat you inferior. You're deserving of so much better. So, it was on my heart to tell you guys all these things, talk about it, to give you guys some encouragement. So, anybody has anything that they're wanting to talk about, something encouragement for. All of us need encouragement, and just know whatever it is that you're struggling with, you can make it for you and everyone else here. We're waiting. We have to stay encouraged. We have to stay encouraged, and we have to encourage one another. That's why I ain't gonna say that, but my mom always said, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. So I'm not gonna say that, but I will be there for those that are there for me. I'll just say it that way. I'm not a dummy. I know who comments on my videos. I know who, plays my playlist. I know who is truly supportive of me and is there for me, and I'm going to do the same for you. I want this to be a longevity thing. I want this to last for years. Keep encouraging one another and saying positive things. And I have some people on here that are my friends in real life. I've been dealing with a lot with me and my mom not speaking. To each other in years, and I'm her only son, and she never treats her son like a son anymore. I've been dealing with a lot on my plate. Wow, Calvin, thanks for sharing that. It's hard. It's hard when... Hi, Phyllis. Welcome. I feel like when you give somebody your heart and they don't give you the respect and love the way that you need it, care about you and love you the way that you should. I know that's hard to say and rough, but sometimes you distance yourself from those people, even if it's your mother. Hey, Metrosonic. I just wanted to pass by and say hello. Catch you later. Yeah, Calvin, I'm so sorry that you're not getting the love that you deserve. And trust me, bro, you deserve to be loved by your mother. But sometimes she may not know how to love you. That's the thing. You know, we grew up in a society of people, especially in the not only that, my mom told the doctor not to contact me when she was in the hospital. Wow. I feel very strongly about that, Calvin, and I take that to heart because I'll be honest with you, when me and my mom never had the best relationship when I was growing up. Me and my mom, we never had the best relationship. I know it hurts, and it hurts when somebody doesn't treat you the way that you should, but you know, but I have a family member and they always do things that's hurtful to me. And I just had to learn that even though I love the person, that you have to love them from afar, because every time you're around them, you know, they bring pain. They bring pain to you, and they bring your light down. So I'm so sorry that you're going through that, Calvin. But just know that even though your mother isn't giving you what you need in your life, that there are people out there that love you and care about you and are rocking for you. Just stay encouraged and keep your head up, because you're worthy. You're worthy. And a lot of times people may not see your worth, but it does not take away from your worth. You have worth and value, and you're important, and you're deserving of everything wonderful. So just know that. And yeah, you do keep your head up, Calvin, and I'm proud of you. There's so many of us right now that are going through so many things, and you're just maintaining and keeping your head up, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. There's so many times that sometimes you just need to hear that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for maintaining and keeping a positive attitude. Just know that. If nobody else tells you that they're proud of you, I'm telling you I'm proud of you. We have to encourage each other and yeah, to keep going. So keep your head up, stay encouraged, and have some positive thoughts. Have some positive thoughts. Think positive about your life. I have to do it for me. A lot of times I cry myself to sleep. I know, Calvin. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. Really am sorry to hear that. It's hard when, it's even harder when it's a family member that doesn't love you the way that they should, you know, especially something close to your heart. Yes, Phyllis Brown has such a positive channel, Spiritual Refugee. And I just want to encourage all you guys, whether somebody, she lives in Massachusetts and I'm down here in North Carolina. Donna asked, oh, okay. You said for years, Donna. So it's not something that just started happening. You know, you never really know what somebody is going through. And I'm not making any excuses for your mom's behavior, but you don't know what she may be going through. So sometimes you just gotta step back a little bit from that person because part of loving yourself also means loving. You don't have to be sorry. You don't have anything to be sorry for. We have to be there for each other and encourage each other. And sometimes one of us is having a worse day or worse month or year than the other. And yeah, and I'm here for you. You know, you can always IG me or email me, Calvin, at any time. I can't say I know how you feel. I can't say that, and I won't say that, but I know how it feels to not be loved the way that you should. And I can empathize. I email the food? What did you say? I email the food? I don't have any food. I email the food. Is that what you meant to say, Calvin? Yeah, so keep your head up, Calvin, and I'm proud of you. You're holding it down. You got your 2 jobs. You're doing your thing. And, yeah, I'm proud of all you guys. Phyllis Brown is doing her thing. I want to encourage everybody on their YouTube channel. Whatever it is that you want to do, you guys know I'm all about collaborations. So I have a collaboration coming up soon, and I can't wait to do that. And I'm going to talk to that person through email, and that's going to be coming up soon. And I just want to collaborate with you guys. I love seeing you guys grow on your channel. I love how Donna just being real on her channel now, how she's doing her thing with her lives, and she got her music. We'll collab at the Dollar Tree. You can do a live react. I don't know what that is, spiritual refugee. I missed the comment. Missed the comment. Collab at the Dollar Tree. Phyllis Brown, I'm good. Yeah, I get to know people, talk with them, find out about them, and it encourages me to keep going here on YouTube. So anybody wants to collab, then send me an email and we can work something out. A live reaction to videos. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, spiritual refugee. I've never done that before. I don't think I know how to do that. I would have to do a little more research. But I like that Donna just being real is doing her thing on her channel. If you guys haven't been to her live, try to get to one of her lives. The only thing I can do is pray for my mom. Trust me, I don't want to get a call. And I don't want to get a call. I don't know what I will do afterwards. Yeah, you know, Calvin, listen. I'll tell you something. When my mom passed away, she died May 2nd, 2017. So a little more than 2 years ago. And we had a very rocky relationship. If you guys don't know, my mom is Jamaican. My parents were Jamaican. And, you know, they kind of have like this kind of harsh, rock and stone way of handling, or the way that they talk to you. They kind of have this way that children should be seen and not heard, so they feel like they can say whatever they want to you, and you just have to accept it. The way you can learn better ways to communicate, talk with one another. So long story short, me and my mom never had the best relationship, but we started working on the relationship. Well, I started, you know, I would start sending her simple things like, you know, showing appreciation and gratitude to her, telling her thanks for raising me, and thanks for all the sacrifices that she made to me. Living your best life. I say God should be taught in school. What do you think? Oh, I believe that 100%. Spiritual refugee. Um, I was actually taught that. They stopped, I think that was like maybe fifth grade when they took religion out of school. But I went to school and we used to have prayer at school. And yeah, so back to what I was saying for Calvin and everybody else who's here or who's watching on the replay. Me and my mom had the no, you didn't cut me off. I'm gonna get back to I'm gonna get back to talking about this. I just wanted to say this to Calvin and everybody else. But I had to learn that I could only go so far with my mother. You know, I love my mom. I'm always gonna love her. But there's some things that I just couldn't get on board with her about. And I just had to learn to agree to disagree. That love her for what she did for me in the past. Love her for the person that she is. Just dealing now. I gave myself a headache. Um, don't let it overtake you, Calvin. Don't let it overtake you. Whatever you're handling, give it to God, because He's stronger than we are. But I just had to put it on a level of showing gratitude and appreciating my mother, and leave it there. Love her for the person that she is and what she did for me and the sacrifices that she made for me to be able to exist until that moment. And then, yeah, just had to keep it on that level. We never got like 100% close, but you know, we started to learn to get along after my dad had passed away. So, but I'm still here. My daughter just had an episode outside. She has autism. Oh, that's okay. And tell Shawty, you do your thing. So I just wanted to give you some encouragement, Calvin, and anybody else who's dealing with family members or difficult situation, difficult relationships that sometimes you may not come to a resolution. Sometimes you may not, and it hurts, but you just have to do the best that you can, you know, reach out to them, and if they're not reciprocating, you have to learn that it's okay, that a person you can only do so much, you can only go so far, and then they gotta meet you. Oh, that's okay, Calvin. We can talk outside of here, but just you have to realize that because they're not loving you, that's what I'm trying to say. There's there's no deficiency within you, and that's how I felt. I felt like, what is wrong with me? You know, what's wrong with me as a daughter? Why my mom can't, you know, be there with me, be on that level. You know, like you see your mom with other, you know, like moms with their children, how they're like, oh, I love you, and you're this, and, you know, kissy kissy and all this stuff, and having conversations and talk to your mom until you go to sleep. No. But I had to learn that it's not that way. Never be that way. I had to learn to be realistic and just love her for who she was, and just be grateful that, you know, she didn't abort me. She didn't abort me, even though she could have, because she was over a certain age when she had me. But never show no type of love. I just work and work. I know you do, Calvin. And you sound like my story 100% a few years ago. But just know that there's no, hold on guys. Yeah, location change. So, guys, just know that there's no deficiency within you because a person isn't loving you the way that they should. That's what I had to learn. I had to learn that there was no deficiency. It's nothing wrong with you because they're not loving you. It's something wrong with them. And that helped me to learn to handle it better, because sometimes when you feel like it's something wrong with you, you feel like maybe you're the problem, why they're the way that they are. Maybe it's something that you did. Maybe you did something that hurt their feelings for them to treat me this way, but that's not the case. Just because somebody is not, just because somebody's doing something to you, it's them. It's them. It's their problem. So don't feel inferior in any way because you're not. That's them. That's their problem. That's their struggle. But just know that you're important and valued, and you have so much to do and to be in your life, regardless of what they give. Sometimes a person is not there to add to your life. That's what I took from it. The person's not there to add to your life. They're there to show, to make you a stronger person. I know that's what it did for me. They're there to make you a stronger person. They're there to make you have a more positive attitude, a positive outlook, to be an encourager and a motivator, or whatever it is, to bring out some quality that you would not possess otherwise. You know, you wouldn't have this quality if they didn't treat you the way that they treat you. Does that make sense? So that's how I look at it. That's what helped me to cope when I realized that there's nothing wrong with me. It's them, and they're the one that's missing out. So don't look at it as, you know, as I can't think of what I wanted to say, but it's them that's missing out, you know, not you. You're not missing out. You're doing what you need to do. They just didn't do what they needed to do. And that's hard and difficult, but you're strong. So stay encouraged. Don't let anybody break you down. Don't let anybody break your spirit. Keep your positive outlook and attitude. You have something to teach somebody now. Maybe not right now, but maybe, oh, never trust me. Yeah. You have something that you're going to teach somebody either now or in the future. And it's because of what you're going through right now. What you're going through right now is preparing you for something in the future, something that you're going to teach, something that you, a skill, or something that you need to possess to be the person that you need to be in the future. So, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all you guys that are maintaining your positive outlook and attitude despite your situation. So, stay encouraged. Stay encouraged and stay motivated. And I love you guys. So, keep going. And that's what I wanted to say today. Give you guys some encouragement with a positive out. Don't let anybody take away your. And going back to spiritual refugees question, yeah, I grew up with religion in school, and I feel like it helped. It helped me because it made me, like, at the time when I was going through all this, like elementary school. It's a whole lot of it's a whole lot of stuff, you guys. Have no idea, but at the time I was going through a lot of things in my family situation, and when I got to school and I had someone like the teacher, you know, praying with me and praying for me, it got me through so much. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing if that's your thing, if that's your jam, but not everybody is religious. No, thank you. Did I miss something? Um, I feel like not everybody um, they have to do what's right and best for their family, but for me, I enjoyed it, and I'm grateful for having that growing up in fifth grade. So, yeah, guys, that's my live stream. Thanks everybody that was here, and thanks to all my mods, everybody in gray, everybody who stuck around with me. I've been live now was 97 minutes. I made a video about it. It's only 1 minute. You can live react to it. Okay, spiritual refugees. Um, yeah, I want to encourage everybody. Anybody who's going through something, don't let anybody take away your smile. Remember, it's your light and you're in charge of that. Just because another person may be in a dark in their life, it doesn't mean that you have to be. Um, because you can, regardless of anything external, believe in yourself, loving in your light, pour love into yourself, and don't let other people take you down. More and better than that. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. But of course, before I go, you guys know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my online business that I am in. Anybody in here that I don't know? I don't know, spiritual refugees. Scroll up and see anybody who left a comment, and see if they are part of your family. So I want to talk about my online business that I'm doing with Boss Life Online. It's CTFO. The link is always going to be in the description box below of every video. I love it because I'm able to do a business online, at home, at my leisure. And if you guys, if that's your jam, that's something you're interested, click the link and join CTFO. And as always, guys, I thank you guys for watching. Stay encouraged, stay positive, keep a smile on your face, keep grinding, do your thing. Don't let anybody change you. Don't let anybody call you out your name. Remember, you're deserving of every good gift, every good blessing, because you deserve it. Bye, guys. See you next time. Bye.